morning, friends. Tammy here. Welcome back to Faith Family Fashion. I know we're kind of going in and out with this crazy sun. This time of year on this road, sometimes you see me, sometimes you don't. I hope everyone is doing great. I am sick. Your girl is sick. Been taking care of Nick being sick. I'm catching it. I did take him to the doctor just to get him checked out. Since we are coming into, the holiday week, not knowing who's going to be available. Yep, she checked him out for everything, and just a cold, or virus, cold, or the same thing. There's nothing to cure them. You just got to treat the symptoms. Luckily Nick's not been able to miss any more school. He missed Monday. But, it's that week right before Christmas break, and they've got tests and projects, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna be wiping and blow up my nose. This is real life, y'all. But yeah, so he's had a karate belt ceremony, and I'm gonna show you a little clip of that. And he also had a band concert, and I'll show you a little clip of that. He did really great at both of them, so we had a lot of fun going to those things. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. The kids did really good in both. The sun killing me, I'm dying. So he just has not been able to stop. So I think he's got a full day of school today. It's his last full day, and then he gets out early tomorrow. I need to look and see what time he gets out, but he gets out early tomorrow, and then he's out until I don't know when, January 4th or 5th or something like that. And I'm going to take off work here for the Christmas holiday as well, and take some time off and just relax. Something I don't do very often, So, yeah, so I'm kind of excited about having the time to just chill and relax and not do anything. But that's what we've been doing this week, and just kind of not having time to stop and be sick, and just having to just kind of power through it. So he's been real good. I actually, when I took him to the doctor, she told me to get the cold, because he's big, even though he's my kid, he's like adult size, so he gets to take adult medicine. And so I went, she said, get the over-the-counter cold medicine that's behind the pharmacy counter, that you can no longer get on your own. That's where all the decongestants and stuff are. So I actually got him a store brand generic of Sudafed decongestant, and it has worked really well. I can't take it because I can't take decongestants being a heart patient, but it's worked really well for him. So he actually is doing quite a bit better. Still a little nasally, but doing quite a bit better. So tonight is actually Thor's birthday. This baby dog actually made it to 1 year old. It's been a journey with this dog, let me tell you. You guys, if you remember, or if you didn't watch, we took in a family member's dog that was pregnant. She's German, they were going to be full-blood German Shepherd puppies. I already had 2 from a previous litter of hers, and so it was a really fun experience for Nick to be there, with the babies and watching the babies grow. And she's, I'll have to say, she's a real good mom. She takes care of all of her babies. She's really, really good. And she's a beautiful dog. She's different marked than you would expect a German Shepherd to be. She's more what they call white, but she's not solid white. She's kind of cream with just a little raccoon mask. She's really cute. She throws beautiful puppies. So we ended up keeping one of the puppies. Was not going to have 2 dogs, more or less 3 dogs, and now we do. And Thor was the biggest. Whoa, Thor was the biggest out of all the dogs. So we decided to keep the biggest one. And sure enough, poor little boy's had some problems. Apparently the biggest dog in the litter, especially in Shepherds, they grow really fast. And when they grow fast, their bones don't have time to catch up with how fast they're growing, and they get this disease called panosatitis. So we had a little journey with going to different vets and having bad experiences, and he is now going to my mother's vet. And so we got him diagnosed with a pano, And she noticed, she kept having us come back to check on him after, you know, medicating him. And I found an herbal recipe that he gets that has helped him out tremendously. And I will leave a link to that page below. It is bigdogmom.com. And she has a recipe of some herbal supplements and some yogurt and eggs and stuff. And you give it to your dogs when they have pano, and boom, it helps them automatically. And it's just a lot of anti-inflammatory herbs and foods and stuff. So that helped a lot, but he was still holding his back legs together, and his back legs still seemed weak. And she wanted to do a round of tests on him, but they were going to be quite expensive. And she goes, I know these are expensive, and I know it's not money that you had budgeted, so we'll break it down into parts until we figure out what's wrong with him. And she asked me what I wanted to do first, and I wanted to do the x-ray. To me, I felt like we needed to do an x-ray from the get-go. I wanted to ask her to x-ray his spine. I don't know why, I just felt a real pull there. And Nick and I seen that there was a bump on his spine, and sure enough, he had some broken spinal bones, some bones in his spinal cord that were broken. Don't know how it happened. Don't know if it always been that way from birth, like maybe something happened at birth or shortly after, you know, or he used to go outside with the bigger dogs and they would play really rough if they played too rough. And, you know, and that's when it happened. I really don't know. So he had a combination of those two things. You would never know it now, but she says it can take 6 months to a year for those bones to completely heal. So he gets babied quite a bit. He can't go into a kennel or a cage because he needs to be able to get up and move around. She said that we'll have to watch that he could end up with, oh man, let it get on me. He could end up with like early onset of arthritis, so we may have to treat that. But she's wonderful. We haven't been back to see her for a couple months. He's on one medication now, which is an anti-inflammatory and mild painkiller. And she's like, let's just keep him on that. There's no side effects of that. And that way maybe it'll help slow down the onset of arthritis. So we're doing that. So she just randomly calls me if she hasn't seen us in a little while, and she wants an update and wants to know how he's doing. And you know, she genuinely cares about the patients that she sees. So she is wonderful, and I am very blessed to have found her. My mother's been using her for years. It is a drive. It is a good 40-minute drive to get to her office. You know, all highway, but it's worth it. It really is worth it. So we finally made it to a year. He is finally a year old. So I'm going to go see if I can find him a little special puppy birthday treat today and celebrate his birthday. We don't have any events tonight. So he got some soft food this morning, which he don't get very often. So he got soft food with his hard food, which is so funny because I went ahead and let him eat first. Like I said, we got 3. So I put a little spoonful in the other 2 bowls so they could have a bite. And before I could let them back in, Thor went and ate their bite out of their bowls. So they didn't get their special little bite. But I'll put in some video footage of him. He's just grown so much, and he actually has quite a personality. Even when he got to a point that he jumped off the bed and he hurt his back legs, and he was dragging them. He wasn't able to stand on them. I'm like, that's it. He's paralyzed. Because she was like there, you know, for a while, and it could still even happen that the jumping down on stuff could move those bones and hit a nerve, and he'd be paralyzed instantly. And I'm like, that's it. He's paralyzed. I went on Amazon. I ordered a sling to carry his back legs in. He's a very determined little dog, and nothing was going to hold him down. I mean, there was no part of it. He was going to go, you know, whether I helped him or I didn't. So he's a quite a little inspirational dog there. We love him a lot. So we're going to celebrate his little birthday tonight because he's had such an adventure in this first year of his life. I never thought I would be that person that celebrates their dog's birthdays. And you may think it's silly, but we've really grown attached. So we're gonna celebrate his little birthday, get him a little special doggy treat tonight. So we'll share that with you. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm going to insert some footage now of Nick's karate belt ceremony and of his band concert. And we'll see you real soon. Remember to stop and thank God for today because it truly is a gift. And I will see you guys really soon. Bye-bye.